Hey guys, I'm out here at the farm prepping up for the field trip, and I'm out here most every day anyway. But I'm here at the Nonesuch Bridge. My kids in my class will know what that is because we read the Swiss Family Robinson, and they had a bridge called the Nonesuch Bridge. So we've had that sign up there for quite a while. I love that book and that author. This is the Nonesuch Bridge. You'll see a piece of carpet I'm putting across it. This is my, Mr. Davis tries all kinds of strange things, but the deer don't like to cross this bridge, and I think it's because their hooves get down in these cracks. So I'm gonna put this strip of carpet all the way across and then put some dirt on it and make it look more like land and see if they cross. But anyway, we've been talking about erosion in one of our stories. I know that the other second grade classes have as well, and I wanna show you a prime example of erosion. Where water is water, or wind, or any kind of weather can change the land, is erosion. This is water erosion that's going on here by the Nonesuch Bridge. And if you look where Jake's at there, the water has been rushing down this hill and coming down through here for years and years and years and making this this trench through here. But the problem being is someday it's going to take the land that is surrounding my bridge, and I'm not going to be able to get across. The creek is going to continue to get wider because of erosion. So there's two things that I could possibly do. Anybody in class have any idea what one of those things I could do would be? I'll give you a minute. Jake, you know? You don't know? Okay, so one thing I could do is, that you probably don't know, is I could pile stuff in that trench, like rocks or bricks, anybody tearing up concrete, anything recycled you could throw in there. You can see I've tried to throw some tree stumps in there. That's going to work for a little bit and slow down the water. But something my class talked about is we need to plant different kinds of trees and things that have roots to hold the bank together and stop the erosion from happening. But also, roots drink water. So if water sits there or pours through here, and even up this trail some, I plant more trees, the water's gonna get, some of the water's gonna get sucked up by the roots as it goes. Same thing as you cross the Nonesuch Bridge. You can look down and you can see that giant tree there that has fallen recently. Now that is 100% erosion. So the water has rushed down through here and has been working at the roots of that tree for a long, long time. And you can look close there that, those roots, those aren't even close. I can't zoom in. Those aren't even close to all the roots that are underneath, that were underneath that tree. And it's not that big of a tree, but the water got underneath there and eventually it fell. Now you can see my old bridge down here we had built here. We had to build a new one because of erosion. It used to be narrower here. 12 years ago when we built this bridge, the creek wasn't this wide, and the main reason is because of erosion. So what I'm doing right now this year is planting river birch and willows, all kinds of things right along the edge of the creek. Now those don't do anything for me for wildlife, but they do help the bank stay together and not fall apart like that, so we don't continue to have problems. You can see all the trees that have fallen in that area from erosion. And you can see the water rushing now, but when we get a lot of rain, this thing fills up pretty quick. Again, here, this is where two creeks come together, and it is really eroding all over through here. I'm starting another bridge over here, which is also gonna end up eroding. And you can see some other examples of erosion on down here. And trees falling. You can see where the deer crossed, but water has been cutting through this area for years and years and years and changing the landscape, and it will continue to do that. There's no way to stop water. Water will find a way no matter what. You can do anything you want to slow it down, but you're not going to stop water. But I say this trail right here that we have, I like to walk down that trail, and eventually, if the creek keeps widening, there's a big steep cliff bank over there, and I'm not going to have a trail to walk down or drive the four-wheeler down or golf cart because the creek's going to be too wide. So as you go farther downstream, the creek gets bigger and bigger and bigger until it dumps into even a bigger creek. Down at this end, all the way up that way, up by the road, I can step over the creek. I can just take one little step and be right over the creek, because as water moves, it continues to erode, and that's why it gets bigger and wider as the creek flows. All right, so that's the tip on erosion.